Awareness deconstructing consciousness. Now, lies based on previous lies multiplied by yet more lies does not create truth. It creates a universal lie, which is exactly what this whole universe is. Contemplate that. The title of this audio is Deconstructing Altered States of Consciousness, Bliss, an Efficient Source of Energy. The secret of real magic equals heart intelligence. Yes, they are spraying the skies right now. Very significant occultations happening at this auspicious time. You may be noticing your altered states of consciousness that you are experiencing. It truly is a magical time. An altered state of consciousness is a state wherein one loses the sense of identity with one's body or with one's normal five-sense perception. A person may enter an altered state of consciousness through such things as sensory deprivation or overload, neurochemical imbalances, fever, or trauma. Or one may also achieve an altered state of consciousness by chanting, meditating, entering a trance state, or ingesting psychedelic drugs. However, one area which is never discussed in achieving an altered state and true transcendence of the system of consciousness and the true source of our connection to the original state of nothingness, that is, our creative state of nothingness, is through the consciousness of the heart. For a discussion in this post, let us explore how one can achieve an altered state of consciousness through what is called heart coherence, revealing the ultimate destiny for humanity, and how through the physical world examples, this is being simulated in our third-dimensional reality construct. Yes, when you listen to Deep Truth Media, you will learn things that are not discussed in other places. Throughout history, philosophers, poets, and prophets have regarded the human heart as a source of love, wisdom, intuition, and positive emotions. These important functions of the heart were recognized by many ancient societies, including the Mesopotamians, the Babylonians, the Greeks, and the Chinese. 4,000 years ago, the Egyptians believed the heart played a role in the spiritual dimension. Upon death, they weighed the person's heart to see how much good and evil it contained, and placed the heart in a special urn for burials, while the brain was discarded. Hear that for all you knowledge seekers. The various concepts and measurements embraced under the term coherence have become central to fields as diverse as quantum physics, cosmology, physiology, and brain and consciousness research. Coherence has several related definitions, all of which are applicable to the study of human physiology, social interactions, and global affairs. The most common dictionary definition is the quality of being logically integrated, consistent, and intelligible, as in a coherent statement. A related meaning is the logical, orderly, and aesthetically consistent relationship among four parts. Coherence always implies correlations, connectedness, consistency, and efficient energy utilization. Through heart coherence, you can achieve energy efficiency by achieving states of bliss, and this is truly the ultimate efficiency of energy. For when one lives in a constant state of bliss, they no longer require a source of energy outside themselves. In fact, once you master and achieve heart coherence, you have a direct way to your own source of biology, charge imploding bliss from inside. That is when you truly become the source, the fountain of joy, peace, and love and sovereignty that you so long for. And the experience of attaining constant states of bliss through heart coherence allows you to harness the technology of the heart, allowing you to sustain states of bliss, which supersedes chanting, meditating, and entering a trance state of ingesting psychedelic drug. In a heart coherent state, there is an increased flow of intuitive information that is communicated via emotional energetic system to the brain system, resulting in a stronger connection with our inner voice, allowing us to access larger untapped potential for bringing our mental and emotional faculties into greater balance and self-directed control. Practicing shifting to a more coherent state increases intuitive awareness and leads to a shift in perception and worldviews from which better informed and more intelligent decisions can be made by you. Not to mention the additional benefits of achieving and mastering constant states of bliss. Now let's look at how the power control force on the physical world stage are creating ways to circumvent humanity from knowing the true source and connection of the source of creative potential through heart coherence, whereby denying your ability to connect to your natural, organic, altered state of consciousness through heart coherence. In this post, I am just highlighting some of the symbolism attributed towards the agenda at play to keep humanity from achieving states of bliss unidentifiable to the masses but symbolically present around us. Let's look first at the Stargate as a wonderful metaphor back to our original source of creation, our eternal state of nothingness from the third dimensional standpoint. Here's the Stargate symbol from the Stargate TV series. While a Stargate metamorphically is a representation of the physical portal or 0 point or gateway from the heart to other dimensions or levels of consciousness, you are the 0 point. You are the creation manifested in physical form, and you are the gateway to creation itself. You can check out all these pictures in the post in the description. Could this Stargate just be a metaphor representing humanity's portal to our higher self, or another dimension, just like the Earth grid system of the planetary body? Maybe our Earth is but a representation of a planetary heart that we live within, acting as a reminder that we are the source of creation. Or maybe we are just humans existing in a fractal within a fractal of the heart of our Creator. Now below is a picture of the new Apple campus in Cupertino, California, which is to be finished in 2015, and it will house over 12,000 employees in a massive building. The new facility will have a solar roof, be surrounded by as many as 6,000 trees, and include about 2.8 million square feet of office space in a massive new research facility. The proposed 4-story building, which was described by the company's late chief executive Steve Jobs as looking like a spaceship because its sleek, round design. No, I think it is more like a Stargate, which symbolizes to me an Earth-based representation of the Sacred Heart, as a Taurus or portal or gateway to your eternal state of nothingness, the source of creation, and that by building this monumental building is a physical representation on Earth, symbolizing, from a simulation standpoint, how Apple and the technology they develop are used to augment our reality, or really control our ascension, which is steered by the power control force, those that presume to run this world. Now, recent work in the relatively new field of neurocardiology has finally established that the heart is a sensory organ, an information encoding and processing center, with an extensive intrinsic nervous system that's sufficiently sophisticated, qualifying as a heart brain. Its circuitry enables it to learn, remember, and make functional decisions independent of cranial brain. To everyone's surprise, the findings have demonstrated that the heart's intrinsic nervous system is a complex, self-organized system. Its neuroplasticity, or ability to recognize itself by forming new neural connections over both the short and long term, has been well demonstrated. Could we look at Apple's iPhone as a technology device which is designed to act as human intelligence augmented, or could it be a device designed to replace our intrinsic connection to our original source, our state of nothingness, forever keeping us locked within this existence, forever connected but forever lost in this third-dimensional synthetic reality? Probably. These devices are not bad when used consciously, but what most people don't understand is that the physical world system in which they live is marketing to humanity devices which are designed to, simulate functions of organic conscious evolution. For example, the iPhone device acts as a, fifth limb, and represents an artificial intelligence of the heart, which allows you to, access higher levels of consciousness through the internet, but in fact is leading humanity, this iPhone, down the path of least resistance, that is transhumanism, in order to keep humanity in the lower vibrations of fear, never able to access their true potential and bliss. But the payoff is your full connection, not to your organic internet, but the synthetic internet. And now look where we are going. I show a picture of a attainment, promotion of transhumanism, and of course sex is being used to sell for the love of robots. Again, all by design to keep you from learning the truth of who you are, forever enslaved in this physical world system. Now, the heart energy field, the energetic heart, is coupled to a field of information, or ether, that is not bound by the classical limits of time and space. Then this can in fact mean that the unified field of consciousness that permeates all that exists resides within each and every one of us, and can be accessed through the heart rather than some dimension beyond our solar system, galaxy, and the universe, that in fact every possible dimension exists within each of us and not external to us. Why is it that you never hear about the brain and the heart? Why is it that the power control force only talk about, and their minions and those who are still immersed in ego consciousness only talk about, the pineal gland? Do you think that the power control force would steer you in the right direction? that they would steer you in the direction of transcending this physical dimension. You don't do it through the pineal gland. You have to do it through the heart. And get this, now this field of information that is bound by time and space. In fact, evidence from several rigorous experimental studies show that the body receives and processes information about a future event before the actual event actually happens. This implies that precognition is really more at play, and that our unfoldment of our reality into physical manifestation is a result of a program that we operate once we enter into this existence. And all we really are doing when we desire something in our current reality is a result of circumstances and events that are designed to play out as our life story. Since we live in this sea of forgetfulness, it supports the evolution of the program. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Truly, we have come forth into this body and into this wonderful contrasting environment with a clear intent of focusing the energy that creates worlds. And when we do that, we hack the womb matrix. We deconstruct consciousness. We defy the rules and the laws of nature. We take back our power. Now, how is the picture above any different than the quantum field of all existence from which we come from? That which creates worlds, as this field of consciousness is within and throughout each of us and permeates all that exists. And we can access this field of consciousness through heart coherence, while reaching states of bliss. Therefore, this is the stuff that creates worlds, that makes each one of us a creator with the capacity to create worlds, right? Contemplate this, that the entire universe exists to create all that you desire. A study conducted by the HeartMath Laboratory showed that both the heart and brain receive and respond to pre-stimulus information about a future event. Even more surprising to find that the heart seems to receive the intuitive information before the brain. They also found that study participants in a positive emotional coherent state prior to the experimental protocols proved to be sufficiently more attuned to the information from the heart than those that were not in such a state. This suggests that the heart is directly coupled to a stable energetic field of either information that is entangled and interacts with the multiplicity of the energetic fields in which the body is embedded, including the quantum vacuum. Well, I don't know about you, but I think that we have simply hacked the matrix in this post through the heart code. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them.